But it's not always easy because we are like, who can we trust? Who are we going to call a friend? Sometimes you are the nice person. You express yourself. You've always been the backbone of others. You've always been the person others can run to when they are having issues. When things are hard for them, you're always there for them. You always shoulder them, shoulder every difficulties they're having. You're always that one person that will say, "Oh no, I got you, I got you." But when things come up for you, it's very difficult for you to be able to go meet other people to say, "Oh, can you at least lend me a helping hand, or can you give me a listening ear?" I want to say this. Person every time or feeling like the strong person every time, it's not that necessary 100%. Let it flow. Sometimes accept help from others as well. Sometimes you should be able to open up to others. In as much as others were able to open up to you, get help from you, and you're able to assist them, be also willing to get assisted by others. Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm the hard person. I'm the kind of person that I don't want anyone to hurt me. I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't want people to say whatever they want to say." People will always have something to say. It's because of the fact that you think that maybe you're too hard, you don't need help. It's not good. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need to share out whatever thing that is hurting you. Sometimes you need to say it out because the only way for you to get help is by sharing. That's why there's a saying that a problem shared is a problem half solved. The only way for you to get help sometimes is by sharing. And when you're so, uptight with yourself and you're like, "Oh no, I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't want people to think that I'm like this, I'm like that." Sometimes you won't get the help that you need. We are human beings and we need people. We need each other. No man is an island. Don't say, "Oh no, because I'm the one used to giving people help, rendering help to others. I'm the one always there for others." It doesn't mean that you don't need help from people. A time will come when those people that you've actually helped, they are just waiting for an opportunity for you to also ask so they can lend a helping hand. Don't think that people are not going to be able to help you or people are not going to be willing to help you. Don't stop thinking that way. If you need help, please ask for help. It's necessary. You might not, in as much as you might not get it from the people that you had to render help to, it's necessary that you ask. Someone might just be having the key solution to the problem that you're having. So don't say, "Oh no, I don't need anyone's help. Just want to be isolated," because no, don't say that. A time will come when you need someone. You need someone, and people are there. There might not be the people that you've always been there to help in your life, but there might be people that were sent by God to help you. It may be people that were sent to help you and you need them. And once you don't voice out, they say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. The moment you don't voice out some certain things, you might not get help. You might just be there silently suffering or going through a difficult period in your life because you're scared of what people will say, because of how people have, looked you to be like you're like one demigod to them. No man is an island. Everybody has one person that can be of help to them. That is how the universe has made it. Sometimes, yes, it's true that sometimes we might ask help from people and we don't get the help, but maybe there's just another person that is going to render that help to us. So if you've always been the kind of person that are helping people or people have always been helped by you, when you have a problem, please reach out to someone as well. Someone that you might even think that has nothing to offer might just have the solution to that problem that you think you have. So don't say, "Oh no, um, I can't spew out. I'm scared of what people will say. I don't want people to talk about me. I don't want people to see me less. I don't want people to think about you." A human being. At the end of the day, you're a human being and no human is perfect. Every human being needs someone. Somehow, I don't know. I just can't, but somehow, every human being needs someone. Nobody is perfect. And nobody should be isolated, no matter what. You need someone. If you don't yet have a life partner, you have friends. It's true that not every friend can be trusted. But honestly speaking, there are people that you can actually run to quietly and just express yourself. Just if you have to, after praying to God, yes, because sometimes we need direction as well. because we might actually want a solution to a problem and we run into a bigger problem. That's another angle. We need direction, and direction will come from meditation or prayers. You either meditate about everything before taking action or pray about it before taking action. Okay? Because some might say, oh no, I'm not a Christian, I'm a Muslim, or whatever you are, or whoever you are, rather, just think about it, meditate about it before you make any move. So you don't, in seeking for a solution, you get a bigger problem. But one thing I'm definitely sure is that we all as human beings have people that were sent to us in one way or the other to help assist us. If you go in, if you actually look at it keenly, the fact that you're a helper to someone, or the fact that you've helped someone and you're thinking that because you're used to, or maybe you've been helping people, you're thinking that, oh, I'm the person that people always run to. I shouldn't run to anyone because how are they going to see me? Stop it. If you've been doing that, stop. Don't say, how are they going to see me? How people are going to see you, it doesn't matter. What matters is you're looking for a solution and you have a problem. And in any angle that you need to get a solution from, make sure you go as much as deep as you can to get a solution to that problem. It doesn't matter who has the solution. You need it. So don't say, oh no, what will people think? People always have something to think. We are human beings. People have something, people even think deeper than you ever imagine. Even the things that you haven't done, said, or reacted to, people still have something to say and to think about. So if you think that because you're scared of what people will think or what people will say, you're just going to let things slide, no, don't do that, because we are wired that way. As human beings, we are wired that way. We must always think, we must always talk. It's true that some of us, some people, let me not even put myself included, some people always mind their business. There are things that they get involved, some don't even get involved. But there are some people that have been wired the way that even the things that don't concern them or matters the least, they always want to get involved. They want to be part of it. Let it be that you heard it first from me. You heard it first from me. So please be careful. Okay, you owe yourself everything. You owe yourself everything. Nobody, as a matter of fact, nobody really owes you anything. You owe yourself everything. You owe yourself your happiness, your health, your career, your well being, your upkeep. Except you're a minor, then your parents owe you that. And not everybody is even fortunate to get good parents that really care about certain things about them. So growing up as a person, or if you're already an adult, really like an adult, a grown-up man or a grown-up lady, you owe yourself a lot. You owe yourself peace of mind as well. And you owe yourself accountability for certain things. Don't just go reacting like you don't care because you feel like, oh, it doesn't really matter. It matters. At the long run, it matters. Okay, first of all, I don't know. Since I prefer to stay in my angle, I just saw two barmen kissing. I prefer to stay in my angle. Do you speak French? Yeah, I speak French. Je parle un peu le français. I speak French just a little bit. Je parle le français un peu, mais pas trop. Voilà, je parle le français parfois. Je suis quand même camerounaise, donc mon pays est bilingue. What's your job? My job? I'm a business. What's my job? I am an artist, like I said. I'm into business as well. So first of all, if this is your first time being on my live, then you're very welcome. If this is your first time being on my live, you're very welcome. I want to say this. I normally do live and talk about relationship tips. I always do live relationship tips. But this is first time like coming okay, this is not actually the first time, but I just started coming live on TikTok because I have like messages to drop. I have messages to drop. I just started coming live on TikTok because I have messages to drop because oh sorry. On YouTube because I have messages to drop because as in first of all, I wasn't like very constant here, but I'll always make it by God's grace, make it a habit to be here. Yeah, I'll try my best as possible because I really have a lot to say. And I know that there are people out there like myself that love to express themselves. I was always talking about relationship tips, how you can understand your partner, amend your partner's broken, amend your partner's what was I even talking about? How you can understand your partner, I mean your broken relationship, being a safe place for your partner. When I talk about partner, I'm not only talking about people that are legally married. So I used to talk about that, I don't just specify in a particular topic. I talk about family, I talk about well-being, I talk about a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Sometimes I speak in pidgin, but most times I speak in English. Sometimes I can also speak in French, but I just try as much as possible to communicate in a language that I know that I'll be very comfortable in. So wherever part of the world you're watching from, if anything like English and French, in French, je peux un peu encore parler un peu le français parce que je suis camerounaise et le Cameroun est bilingue. Donc ici, on parle l'anglais et le français. Donc je peux me battre un peu, peut parler en français, voilà, mais pas trop parce que je suis pas trop, vous voyez un peu, non. Donc je parle un peu le français. I also speak Pidgin because I've, mingled with Nigerians, so I speak like a Nigerian broken as well. So depending from where you're watching, and I'll tell you something, you know, I like to talk about relationship. I don't know why, but I feel like as a man or as a lady, if you're already comfortable, you have a good job or you have a business running for you, or you have your degree, you've graduated, you're well positioned, you know, you're mentally calm, stable. I think the next thing that you should be more focused on is getting a life partner or someone that you're going to be happy with, someone that you can communicate with, someone that can be your confidant, someone that you guys can share everything and anything, so I don't think that um when you get to a certain point where you need someone to be part of your life, it should be difficult for you to have understanding with that person. So I always talk about relationship tips. I always talk about dialogue, how to communicate properly, how to understand people, how to be in a very, very, in a very, very understandable relationship whereby there is like enough communication. Why I'm saying that is because nowadays you see people get married and not long after that they find it very difficult to understand one another. They find it very difficult to have a proper agreement. You see someone that you've loved, someone that maybe you've been together for like maybe a decade, and all of a sudden you find it very difficult to continue that relationship with that person. In as much as it's not a bad thing for you to fall out of love, I won't say it's a bad thing because sometimes we lack understanding, but I'm going to say that it's not a very good thing when you don't have a proper communication with your partner. Dialogue is very paramount in a relationship. There should be proper communication. You should understand, first of all, that getting involved with someone takes too hard. You should not be selfish when it comes to matters of the heart. You should understand that once someone else is also involved with you, I'm not going to say you lure someone in. I'm going to say you were able to, do I use the word cajole, or you were able to talk someone into having feelings for you, because I believe that true love or true emotions actually grow with time. You get to know someone. It's true, some people will say, oh, there's love at first sight. I'm not disputing that fact. You could actually fall in love with somebody at first sight, but I believe that true love actually grows with time. You take time to see someone constantly, invest in them emotionally, you know, maybe financially. There are so many factors that are involved, and then eventually you fall in love with that person. And because of the time you guys spend together and everything, how much that person invested in you, you eventually fell in love with the person, and now you're so involved and the person doesn't even care about you. They don't even care how you feel. They don't even care what you think about. They don't even care what's the thing that is really bothering you. They just feel like everything is okay because it's, as a matter of fact, it doesn't concern them. It has got nothing to do with them. It is very bad and very selfish. You can't make someone fall in love with you and then you just let them like that. Sometimes some people will be like, okay, can't you read the handwriting on the wall? I'm done, I'm done. You can't just make someone love you and you're done like that. You have to understand that when feelings are involved, you have to have a very calm way to approach certain situations. People have different ways of reacting. Some people can't take heartbreaks. Some people don't. And then the most difficult thing about this whole thing sometimes is the fact that you don't even want to communicate. You don't want to dialogue about anything. You say, oh, I'm done. I want to move on. I can't have this anymore. I don't want to be with you. You've been this, you've been that. You forget about the times that this person was good to you. You forget about how you guys started. Do you know that emotions can actually be rekindled if you're being able to communicate with your partner properly? Do you know that? Yes, emotions can be rekindled. There's nothing like, oh, I'm done. I understand. Maybe he or she has been treating you very poorly, and eventually you've fallen out of love with them. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone new and you just want to back out of that marriage. You just want to back out of that relationship. It's not going to be easy for the other person, especially if they're still in love with you. So, what I'm telling you is that dialogue as much as possible and try as much as possible before you walk out of that marriage, that courtship, that engagement ship, that relationship. Try as much as possible to put in effort to make it work. Yeah, I know that maybe you have tried, except it has to do with violence, except you're being assaulted. If not, there are possibilities that you can let it work, you can rekindle it. And I'm going to be telling you how you can rekindle some broken or some relationship that doesn't seem like the flame is actually burning anymore. Sometimes, apart from dialogue, do you know what you need? You need space. Yes, you need space. You need time for yourself, or you need time to yourself. Everything should not be very pushy. Some men and some women don't know how to react when they are being rejected. They will do the most. Some people even go as far as doing terrible things because they are being rejected by someone that they loved or someone they've been in a relationship with. You have to understand how people react. Understand the person that you've been dating for. Is it months or years? Understand how they react. Are they hot tempered? How do they react to certain situations? How are they going to react to this heartbreak? How are they going to react to this breakup that you're bringing on? So, now, first things first, understand the kind of person that you're dealing with. There are ways that you can present some certain issues to people. And don't always listen to people when you're in your relationship. Listen to your heart, understand your partner perfectly well. You can't say someone that you've known for a while and then people come and tell you things about that person and you now react all of a sudden because you've heard things that people have been telling you. Okay, it's okay. I can understand that maybe you've fallen out of love. You met somebody newly and you're excited as a man or as a woman. You're having feelings for someone else. Look, that person that you just met know little or nothing about you. The person that you've been in a relationship with for months or years knows a lot about you. It's easy for them to get you like this. It's easy for them to set a trap for you. It's easy for them to do so many things to get to you. Now, if you think that, okay, you guys are separating in a good note, that is fine. But I still say, before you break up with your partner, ask yourself some certain questions. Was he or she good to me? Does he or she deserve what I'm doing to them? Does he or she knows that I'm in a relationship with another person? Okay, now put yourself in the position. If I was he or if I was she, how am I going to feel about this? Has this person ever hurt me? Do I need time to think about this? Am I sure I'm doing the right thing? Is this decision I'm about to make going to be very, very helpful to me? Is it going to destroy me in the long run? Ask yourself certain questions. Mentally, you need to digest all those questions. Are you sure that the relationship that you're quitting, is it the best thing or the best time for you to do that? How well is your partner mentally to accept the breakup? Do you still have any little feelings for them? Do you have respect for them? Do you care about their emotions at all? Okay, it's fine. Yeah, people can, break up. It's okay, but do you care about how they're going to take it? Sometimes the best way for you to walk out of some relationship that you feel like you're treating them poorly, or you feel like you've tried everything and it's not working, you don't have anything to offer to that relationship anymore, it's better you distance yourself from them a little while. Don't tell them it's over. Don't tell them I need space, or just distance yourself a little bit in a very polite manner. You could take a vacation. You could just, baby, or I just need some time. I want to travel out. Even so, you might not, it's not necessarily, you might say, oh, you need a time to travel out. You might just say, okay, I just need a vacation with family or with my colleagues or somewhere. Just go somewhere. Sometimes before you make that decision, go to a very quiet spot where nobody calls, they're not going to get in, work, no work. Just take a vacation, go to a very quiet and calm place where you have a cool mind to think about everything. Try to replay the memories in your head. The time you guys started, how you met this person, how they make you smile, the little things that matters in that relationship when you started. Let the memory just play back into your head. Try to think about everything, their calls, their text messages, your dialogue, the discussion, what makes you laugh, what makes you smile, what's the happy thing about them you find, what's that their smile, is their smile, their appearance, how they look, their sense of, dress, their dress sense, their presentation, their personality, the things they do, how they cook, the little things that they've done that ever mattered in their relationship. You have to think about all those things before making a decision. After thinking about all those things, you have to give yourself time, maybe a week or two or three. After that, then ask yourself, am I sure that is the right thing I'm doing, letting go of this person? You could even take a month or two. You might not just break up with them, but you just let them know that you're on a vacation and you need a cool head. Okay. During that period that you are trying to cool off your head to think properly, they are also in their own corner thinking, not hurt. At that moment, there are still questions. There are so many questions running through their minds that they have no answers to it, but at least they are not heartbroken. They are still suspecting that something is not right somewhere, but they don't have a definite answer to it. Then it's still better on with time. It could make sense to them. But you just telling them off, they could call you and you could talk with them a while, and then you say, oh, I have to go back to work. There's a gentle way you can actually walk out of someone's life in a very peaceful manner, still keep them as friend without hurting them, so that in case maybe you were just fused, or you were just being forced or pushed out of that relationship, maybe if you come back to your senses, you could have some chances of still being with someone that you've truly loved. Because how you treat people will determine how they're going to welcome you back into their space. You can't just talk to someone anyhow, torment them emotionally, and then you expect them to always have, they are never going to have confidence. They're never going to trust you again. They will know that you're just a user. You don't have their interests at heart. Maybe you just want to do the things that you feel like you can do and then get away with it. So for you to build trust in people's mind, you have to be very careful how you work in and out of their life. You don't have to create chaos. If you get into a relationship and you feel like, oh, I'm talking to both gender. I'm not citing a particular gender here. I'm talking to both gender. If you're in a relationship and you don't understand what's going on properly, you just have to take time. You understand? To know what's really happening to you. Sometimes we react out of frustration, out of stress, out of the difficulties or the challenges we are facing at the time, and we might tend to react, transfer aggression, or be harsh to our partners or someone that we really care about. And after a long run, we start missing them. We want them. We want to talk to them, and it's not always very easy. So I'm gonna be breaking down so many things, but this is just gonna be like my expression corner when I come and I express some certain things, how I feel. I could speak in any. I did speak pidgin too as well. I don't know. I did speak pidgin, but very little, I did speak pidgin, I did speak broken, like I talk in pidgin as well, French, little. But I'm just gonna be trying as much as possible to speak in different, languages I can. So today I hope I was able to like say a little things that would actually motivate you, or give you that sense of awareness of being responsible about your life, your relationship, and yeah, just a little bit of that and that. So please, before I forget, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch some of my movies to encourage me I'm gonna make it a point of duty by God's grace to be here every time and drop my 1 or 2 cents in anything I feel like it's necessary or I want to talk about so we could actually learn. And if you have any questions, you just drop your comment and I'm going to be responding to you. Okay, my name is Zoriana. Feel free to ask me anything, be it about my personal life, be it about anything you want to know about me. I'm going to respond to you. I want to be your friend. I want you guys to be my friend. I want us to talk about everything and anything when you have the opportunity to, just to wind time. You could wind time, talk about anything and everything. There's not such thing as, okay, this is your channel, I'm not going to be responding, or there's no question you're going to ask me. I don't care how deep it is. I'm going to respond to you. If definitely I have answers to the question, of course I will. Okay, there's no such thing as, okay, I'm not going to respond. I'll respond to every message, every comment that is being dropped on my life. And before I go, I want you to understand that as a person, you are special. I meet people sometimes that tell me, oh, I go to places, I don't get welcome properly. People turn me down. Forget about how you look. It's important. I'm going to talk about that another day, because the way you dress is also going to be the way that you're going to be addressed in one way or the other. But sometimes people don't get the compliments they are looking for. They don't get the accolades in their job site. They don't get the respect they need sometimes from their loved ones. You are not bad. Don't go beat yourself over some certain things you have no control over. Don't go depressed. Oh, I am not loved. I'm not. You are loved. Maybe you're not loved in that area, or maybe those people around you don't really value your personality. But don't think bad about yourself. You're important. You're a human being. You're important. You're special. You're great. I don't know you personally, you don't know me personally, but trust me, you are beautiful, you're handsome, you're a good person, you're a nice person, you deserve happiness as well. Don't think that, oh, because you've never had the opportunity to be happy or have good things in your life, it simply means that you're not a good person. No, you deserve happiness, you deserve good things as well in your life. And I know that you're going to get good things. I want you to be patient with yourself. Try to encourage yourself even when no one encourages you in whatever you're doing. Know that you're doing whatever you're doing. Do some certain things because you have to, find a way to help yourself out. Don't do it because you want to hurt anybody, or do things because you want to get approval from people. Do your job diligently, be good at whatever you're doing. Try as much as possible to be nice in your own way, you know what more can I say? You are wonderful. I don't know you, but you're wonderful. You deserve happiness. Even if you're not getting it at the moment, hang on there. It's not the end. Make new friends. Try as much as possible to take a break. Sometimes when you're overwhelmed, when you don't know what to do, take a vacation. Try to create, get to meet new people, like meet new friends, create time for yourself because of mental health. Calm yourself down. Sometimes try as much as possible to breathe in and out when you're so upset, and sometimes you want to say some things. Don't react immediately out of anger. Don't let your angry self spew out some certain things you're not supposed to spew out. So sometimes you have to breathe in and out before you speak up. And when you're so upset and you don't know what to say at the moment, you just have to wait. When you're more relaxed, you could actually act to certain things, because there are some things you will react to out of anger, and at the long run you're going to be regretting it. Don't let anybody or anyone push you to the extreme. Have self-control. Control your emotions. Controlling your emotions is one thing that is very, very necessary. Try as much as possible to control your emotions. Don't let what people say. I know it's not easy, because I have been dealing with that as well. I had very difficult time trying to control my emotions. It's been something I prayed and actually worked on. It took me like a while, because I used to react easily to things that people say to me. And that's why I'm telling you that you have to, try as much as possible to control your emotions. People will say things or do things that can push you to do crazy things, but you have to control your emotions. Try as much as possible to be relaxed. So tomorrow we're going to talk about a lot. If you enjoy this my space, if you enjoy this corner of mine, please make sure you subscribe. I have movies on my YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, drop your comments. I'll be checking comments constantly. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Ask me any question, anything you like about me. Just tell me anything you want to know about me. Just let me know on the comment, and I'm going to be responding to you. I know that I'm building a new family here. We'll talk about everything and anything. And if you want me to also, bring you up in my life so we could, co-host, that's not a problem. We'll talk about everything and anything. I'm happy to meet a new family. You guys are my family. You guys are friends. So this is my own community I'm building, and I hope that I'll be able to touch the angles that will make you understand more about yourself, because I've been doing this on TikTok. I talk about so many things, and I believe that I'm going to be touching so many angles that will make you feel relaxed, feel happy, and understand yourself properly. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this live. Just drop your comments, and tomorrow we come again. And make sure you subscribe. Anything you want to know about me, you